asking me for money, man. The only thing I'ma give you motherfuckers is a dial tone. Flashbacks of a youngin' sipping that purple Kool-Aid, skipping school with my...
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between Eddie Chambers and Chris Arreola. Eddie Chambers' ring walk, not exactly full of fanfare or intensity. Arreola's so alert right now. I mean, look at his focus as he makes that walk that so many fighters dread. But he makes that walk down to the ring just so very alert.
In the blue corner, his professional record consists of 35 wins, 18 knockouts, and only 2 losses. Hailing out of Philadelphia, Fast Eddie Chambers. And his opponent across the ring with a record of 29 wins, 25 knockouts with 2 losses. From Los Angeles, Cristobal, the Nightmare Arreola.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up and let's go.
Round 1 of 12. Committing well now to that left hand over the top.
Keep your distance.
Teddy, talk to me about this matchup from a defensive side of the game when you have 2 speedy fighters matching up.
Well, you know what? I'm going to whisper in my guy's ear a little bit. I'm going to say, you know what? Use his speed against him. Step out a little bit. Let him shadow box a little bit. There's nobody there. And when he misses, step right back in. Make him pay.
And now he scores with that left to the body. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Right to the belt line. He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. Oh, he turns it over right into a hook. Right hand downstairs.
Get off the rope. Punch your way out.
Eddie Chambers' left landing well. Last 10 seconds. End of round 1. Chris Arreola is resting up after a round in where he was so very accurate. And Teddy, if you want to have one single quality out there as an offensive fighter, accuracy is among the ones you want to have.
Yeah, and to be accurate, that means you have to be calm. And you have to be smart, that you know that you're putting the punches in certain specific places for a reason. And boxing is not just about the strongest guys. It's supposed to be, and it usually is, about the smartest guys.
Teddy, I'm sure so many times you've been approached on the street by guys who say, yeah, I can fight. I fought a little bit. What's the biggest difference you've found through the years with the guys that think they're tough and the guys that are really in the gym?
Well, when they're out in the street, somebody's going to usually stop it, or you're going to pick up something, you can hit them. You don't have that, of course, in the ring. And also, maybe the most important thing, Joe, is you're not mad. You know, getting mad is like somebody getting a drink in them to open up and all of a sudden start talking. You get mad and you go after what you're mad at. You're in that ring. You don't have that. You don't have that scotch so to speak, that you can shoot down and get those muscles going.
Ariel was doing a really good job of being defensively sound, of being patient, and waiting for that golden opportunity for some offense to come in the mix.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for a mistake to be made. You know, he wants a lead out of his opponent right now so he can make a miss and bang, come right back with that hook.
Seconds to go in this round. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head, he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
A huge right hand from Eddie Chambers. That is a strong uppercut there. That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. Coming to the halfway point of this third round.
Yeah, that's it. Unload. Unload. More punches.
Ariola goes by the nickname The Nightmare, and I think he likes to put forth that image to his fans, the Mexican Americans in Southern California, who have really come to appreciate this guy. But he's had his own nightmare in the course of the past year, was exposed by Vitaly Klitschko, and then was outboxed by a former light heavyweight and cruiserweight in Tomas Adaman.
Yeah, well, maybe part of the problem with nightmares, he wakes up in the middle of the night and he goes to the refrigerator, because if he was in a little bit better shape, obviously he could be a little bit more productive. But to his credit, just being tough, just being a guy that throws punches and is physical, he has been able to get to a certain level in the heavyweight division.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
You have to keep the distance. Stay away from him. Keep focused.
Some guys just get out of the gate well, and such is the case tonight. Teddy's scorecard has him up 3 rounds to zip. Now hugging on the inside.
Focus.
Ariola's got a way of just getting away from that punch.
Relax. Keep going.
Parries that punch intended for the head.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
He clinches when he gets to the inside.
Body shots.
Eddie Chambers is well off the mark that time. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Rushing uppercut by Chambers. There's the hook from Chambers.
Pace yourself. You're not moving enough.
Eddie Chambers' punch is far off the target.
1, 2. 1, 2. Keep it going. Hook.
Ariel was keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
End of the round. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. He just didn't throw enough, Teddy. I mean, you got to go out there and put something forth if you want to win the round.
Hey, sometimes it's complicated, sometimes it's pretty simple. You don't throw punches, you don't win fights.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Chambers. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Left to the body.
Come on, kid, focus.
Eddie Chambers is at his best when the combinations are landing. He scored well there with that combo.
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by Eddie Chambers. That hook was well off the mark. Eddie Chambers with a big right. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
That's it. That's it.
Pulled the trigger on that overhand left. And the round comes to an end. Chris Ariola's corner has been in positions like this with other fighters. And sometimes it doesn't go your way. You get a moment to gather yourself here. You're leading on the scorecards, but you still have to stand up and deliver. Eddie Chambers is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Punch.
On the mark with the straight left hand. Eddie Chambers has got to figure out a way to do something different here. I mean, I know he's committed to being a counterpuncher, but right now he's giving rounds away.
Yeah, he is, because he's waiting for things to happen that are not happening. You know, he's laying back, he's waiting for the guy to walk in. See, to be a good counterpuncher, an effective counterpuncher, guy has to come close to you. But his opponent's staying at a distance. He's not giving him anything to counter.
Flush shot, it was the overhand left. Halfway through this round here.
You're not focusing.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Chambers.
Relax, relax. Nice work. Work the body, kid. Body shots.
Final 10 seconds. Chris Ariola is really doing a fine job here, Teddy, and I know everybody falls in love with the clean, effective punching, but you can make an argument that he's controlling this fight right now thanks to his head movement.
Yeah, you know, it makes me think about that legendary story about the old great Willie Pep, the Will o' the Wisp. There was a legend that he actually won a round without throwing a punch, just by making his opponent miss, just by ring generalship.
Well-placed hook there.
Keep your distance.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Eddie Chambers.
Double up your punch.
Sending shots to the midsection. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Stay away from the inside.
Good way to protect the midsection. Now he ties up there. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Chambers. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Ariola's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. 10 clicks of the talk. That is a sharp uppercut by Eddie Chambers. And that does it for this round.
Good job in that round. It's almost done.
Start of round 8. Teddy's got it a close fight. Eddie Chambers is enjoying a slight lead, but he has to sharpen up that defense. His opponent has been finding a way to land.
Yeah, I'll be more specific, Joe. He's got to keep his backside off those ropes.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down.
Lay it on.
A solid, true uppercut by Eddie Chambers.
Oh, you're doing great.
And you can hear the corner of Chris Arreola just imploring him to fight on, and that's exactly what he's doing. Good job recovering. Solid, blistering combination. The speed of those punches just put him down.
They got there quicker than his hands got back to cover.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Chris Arreola's a big man, and right now he's on spaghetti legs.
Keep moving.
And just grabbing onto his opponent. The halfway point of round number 8.
Keep working the body.
There's another right hand.
Get your back off the ring.
Scored well up top.
Move your head.
Put hands on. Look off the jab.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Arreola's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. And that's the end of round 8. Eddie Chambers is feeling great right now. And why not? He just scored the knockdown, and now he's got that eye. He's got that target, that vision. He knows what he can get after.
And there's no reason why he wouldn't have that. Right now, the only thing that he has to be careful that he doesn't have is overconfidence. He doesn't get reckless.
Able to dismiss that body shot. How will Chris Arreola deal with this and survive the rest of the round? I'll tell you one thing, he's got to get out of that danger zone. And banging away he goes. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now here's Chris Arreola on the attack. Arreola wants to end this night after scoring that knockdown.
1, 2.
Right to the body. Just knifing up with that uppercut by Chambers. Halfway through the 9th round. Crashes home with the uppercut. Now he places that hook right to the body. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. This looks like it could be just a matter of time now. Maybe a punch or 2 away from going down. Teddy, what's he got to do?
Well, he's got to grab. He's got to find a way to stop the offense. And to clutch and grab, usually that's one way.
Good combination with a big shot comes home for him. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Fight is over. A knockout. Unable to beat the count of 10. For the official word, let's send it up to the ring.
Your winner, Eddie Chambers.
Eddie Chambers is your winner by knockout. Now, I think he was headed towards a decision win anyways, but what a good way to just put a stamp on his evening.
Yeah, bring down the curtain and make sure that more people are going to be talking about you when they leave the arena tonight.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great evening.